Chapter 49. "She's in the wood," Ollie said, flinging his cowl low over his head as he stood. No one had noticed his eyes yet, and Ollie wasn't sure he wanted them to, especially since the captain looked all too ready for a fight. Thibault stepped forward, his boot thunking on the wooden floorboards. The captain's eyes looked wild, his hands dirty, the hair of his beard flaked with grime. Ollie spied Lady Amandine behind him, still looking as pristine as ever. "If she's in the wood, then you should be with her." "I took her where she wanted to go," Ollie said. "Now I'm back for my sister." Thibault's face twitched, and the tip of his sword rose slightly. The blade was badly dinged, but it had been cleaned and looked sharp. "Your sister is alive." "You've seen her?" Ollie stepped forward, and Thibault's sword shifted. "Where is she?" The captain narrowed his eyes on Ollie. "I'll say no more until I see the princess alive and well." Ollie gritted his teeth, hand dancing near the knife on his hip. His new power was gone now, the red threads used up to heal Tuck. He'd conjured them from nothing before, but he had no idea how to do it again. Tuck growled dangerously, crouching beside Ollie. Thibault stepped backward, nearly stepping on Amandine's feet. "Your princess is in the wood," Ollie said. "She was alive when I left her. Go get her, if you want." Before Thibault could reply, Lady Amandine grabbed his shoulder, the rings on her fingers clinking against the exposed chainmail. "Ollie," she said, "please forgive us, but the princess's well-being is vital for Travelar. And as you can imagine, we are all rattled from the battle. Perhaps as a loyal subject of the crown, you could provide the captain with more details." Loyal subject. Even Ollie understood the threat in those words. He spat on the floorboards between them, catching sight of Tuck. He almost felt he could see Thibault through the hound's eyes, smell Amandine's perfume through his nose. "I'm as loyal to the crown as it is to me," Ollie said. "Besides, I told you what I know. I led your princess to where she wanted to go." "And then what happened?" Lady Amandine said, eyes moving between Ollie and Tuck, who continued growling. "What happened? Iolasi was let loose. My mother died. I became something else." "You'll have to go ask the princess when she gets back." "So she is alive." "I said that already. When I left her, she and Tall were fine. Not that you care any about the others." Thibault shifted uncomfortably. "The Rangers, dead. All except Tall, anyway." Amandine raised a hand to her lips. "Deus help us." "Wouldn't bet on his help." Ollie nodded to the town behind them. "And how many of my people are left, eh?" Thibault cursed and placed a palm against the doorframe. "Most left before the battle, following the magistrates south. It's impossible to know whether they got away safely, or if the Yelmes cut them down along the way." "Did my sister leave with them?" Thibault shook his head. "No." "But she's alive?" "When I last saw her, she was." "And where was that?" "I will tell you when Princess Leone returns, and not a moment sooner." Ollie could have stabbed him right then, and he nearly did. But Evanvolt darkened the doorway, his bald head barely visible behind Amandine and the captain. "Captain, you are needed up the hill." Thibault nodded, then looked to Ollie. "Her Highness better return soon, woodsman, or I swear by Deus, I'll string you up." Then he stalked out, Lady Amandine trailing him. Ollie didn't bother to call out after him. He would find Layla without the captain. If Thibault knew where she was or where she'd gone, surely someone else did too. He would have left, but the priest still stood in the doorway, his eyes grave and heavy as he took Ollie in. But it wasn't his eyes that drew Ollie, but his threads. They glowed a brilliant, almost angry gold. Not yellow, gold. It appeared so bright, Ollie nearly looked away. "It is done, then," Evanvolt said, voice low. "Your father's vision has been fulfilled through his son." Ollie's throat went dry. "What are you going on about?" Roy Ricker wanted that power, the one now flowing through your veins. He died to have it. I thought you understood that. Leave, Stardavna spoke again, the first word she had said in hours. You don't know what you're talking about, Ollie said, though he suspected Evanvald knew exactly what he was talking about, and it made Ollie uncomfortable, afraid. Don't I? Nothing happened. I just want to find my sister. He stepped forward, prepared to push past the man. The priest nodded. Well then, if nothing happened, you surely won't mind this. He moved quickly for an old man, hand reaching up, ripping back Ollie's cowl. In the same motion, Evanvald's hand grabbed the curls of Ollie's hair, yanking his head forward so their eyes met, at hardly a hand's width apart. Ue, lost in me eros deos, he said, voice sending wafts of garlic up Ollie's nose. As the last syllable faded, Ollie's body burned the same way it had when he had touched Layla in the desert. It was fire, starting at his eyes, then burning through his body. Thousands of images flashed through his mind, all of trees, each unique, each beautiful, but the images popping into his mind and then out again, combined with the pain, brought him to his knees. Tuck barked but stayed beside him, his fur pressed against Ollie's side, and deep within the depths of his mind, Ollie could hear Stardavna scream.